Wow, welcome to our first podcast on the thoughts that matter, where we seek to ponder on ideas that play a pivotal role in our lives. Today, we're going to be talking about the brand, and I'll be helping you to understand how to become the most effective CEO of your own brand. You need to understand, first of all, that you are a CEO of your own life. And that's why it's imperative enough to understand why the companies around you are successful in regards to their strategies that they make on a daily account. So, to begin, I'd like to pose this question to you. Which successful companies can you see around you? Which successful companies can you see conquering the world? Which successful CEOs can you see behind those companies? Are you that CEO? Are you that successful? Are your strategies going through as per how you strategized? Or are you just relaxing and leaving your competitors to beat you in your own game? So, the most successful companies in the world and in our different countries today are successful of the fact that they have good leadership. Leaders that can make the right decisions, leaders that can be able to upscale the businesses, to scale the companies to a whole new level. So what you need to realize that each company has leaders, and as follows: we have the CEOs, board of directors, employees, finance directors, the HR, communication, and etc. You need to understand that each company that you see on the world today, that is, if it's successful, have a team that enable it to work as what? In unison. So first of all, you as a CEO of your own life, you need to realize the team that you need to build. So some of the steps that you should take as a CEO to build your own company include determining the goal. As a company, first of all, I believe that you need to have a goal. Each company has a goal. I've never seen a company without a goal. Actually, a company can't exist without a goal. From my own perspective, someone who doesn't have a goal is just like an individual who has just decided to go out for a walk. Most likely, he or she would end up in a place where they didn't expect because they didn't have a goal. So at that certain time, they'll find themselves wasting a lot of time, resources, and their energy just walking. So you need to determine your goal and how you're going to achieve it as a CEO of your own company. The second step as a CEO of your own life and of your own brand is to have the right team. To have the right team that can help you attain those goals. And basically, from my own brand, this is how I did it. I woke up very early in the morning and called a board meeting with myself. So I hear most people say, I had a board meeting with myself, and this is my New Year's resolution. This is what I'm going to be doing. So I also decided to have my own board meeting. And in this board meeting, I wanted it to be like special. So I called every aspect of my life, every director, every person who works in my own company as Victor. So what did I do? The first personal director seated on my right, that's imaginatively, I told him that from today, this is how we want to dress. These are the type of books that we need to buy. These are the type of people that we need to surround ourselves with. We need to surround ourselves with this type of company. This is where our company should be located at. This is where we should be competing with other bigger companies to also grow. I also called the financial director, and do you know what I did? I decided that from today, you're going to make sure that we are getting financial literacy books to build our financial education. We are going to invest in financial education itself. We are also going to start investing our time, money, mind, and all the resources that we had. So, as a CEO, I understood each role of all the aspects, all the directors, and the people that work for my company. I later went to the health director and told him, my friend, this is how we'll be scheduling our routine. This is how we want to start eating. This is how we want to start managing our diet. This is how we want to start exercising. So, and later I discovered that there was one director who, when not managed, can really make the company to collapse. And I know you also know this director, the entertainment director. The entertainment director. If you really want your company as a CEO to collapse, trust me, give all the powers to your entertainment director. So I decided to have internal auditors that will be dealing with the entertainment directors so that we could manage our plans and strategies without distractions. So you need to have the right team, and lucky you, we are going to discuss the right team in our next podcasts on how you need to leverage on building the right people around you as a CEO for a success. So the third step to have a good brand as a CEO is to have the right environment. You realize that if you are in the environment of scarcity, an environment that's of scarce resources, an environment that most people are envious, your company will never grow. It's a fact that if you surround yourself with people who don't see, people who don't have the vision, people who don't have the resources, people who are not ambitious, you'll start becoming like them. And you'll start behaving in a manner that it will deteriorate the strategies that you as a CEO make for your own company. So as a company, you might be having the mindset of abundance and a growth mindset, but you may still be restricted in an environment of scarcity. So you need to realize that environment is a big factor as a company for it to thrive. You need to have the right people, the right associations. You need to associate with bigger companies who have already made it. You need to associate with the egos and fly higher. You need to associate with people who have already made it. People can be able to tell you that this is the right path, this is the wrong path. So you as a CEO have a responsibility to force the company into an environment of abundance. Because if you won't, you'll just be like a grasshopper which is tied or which is limited with a glass. You'll be striving to jump, but you hit your head. Jump, hit your head. While other grasshoppers, which are not limited by any glass or roof, are jumping higher than you. What did you miss? The environment. Now, the fourth step as a CEO that you need to consider is the competition. Once you have the right goal, once you have the right team, once you have the right environment, now it's time for competition, because you'll no longer be competing with companies that are below your scale. You'll be competing with bigger companies which have already developed their scales. You'll be able to maneuver any obstacles and hindrances that will prevent your company from succeeding. So if you're still competing in an environment of scarcity, it's more likely that you are going to become number one. You're going to become number one in an environment of people or companies that are jumping lower. So if you go to an environment of abundance, you're still even not going to be top 80. Why? Even top 200. Why? It's because you've already acclimatized to an environment of what? Scarcity, which limits you from advancing. So competing with the right companies in the right environment is a vital or imperative role that you as a CEO need to look into. And lastly, the last step that you need to make as a CEO is to develop a system. A system helps you to start and maintain any tempo or any strategies that you placed with the board. Most of the time, you won't feel like waking up, it's a fact. But you need to wake up because you're working for the brand, not because you feel like. Successful people don't work because they feel like. They do it because it needs to be done. So you as an individual or a CEO of your own life need to understand that for you to ever be successful, you need to have a system of what you should be doing as a company. So in the next podcasts, we'll be talking about how to have the right systems, how to develop those systems, and how to work around them. So in a nutshell, you as a CEO need to remember the following steps. Determine your goal, have the right team, have the right environment, and compete in the right environment, of course, and have a system that will help you to start and continue with the tempo. So that's it, guys. Remember to share and subscribe for more of these podcasts. Cheers.